Nobody expected the numbers to look this promising. Eala is already enjoying the strongest season of her professional career, but the most important chapter may still be ahead. After producing 12 wins in 16 grass court matches and reaching the fourth round at Wimbledon, the young Filipina has climbed to a live career-high ranking of world number 28. That achievement alone is historic. Yet the real shock is how much higher she could still rise before the 2026 season is over. With several major tournaments approaching and relatively few points left to defend, Alex is not merely trying to protect her position. She has a genuine opportunity to attack the rankings, move toward the top 25, and possibly force her way into the world's top 20. To understand why this moment matters so much, look at how the WTA ranking system works. Alex currently has 1,666 points, calculated from her best 18 results across a rolling 52-week period. 11 counting results come from mandatory events, including the 4 Grand Slams and required WTA 1000 tournaments such as Indian Wells, Miami, Madrid, Rome, the Canadian Open, Cincinnati, and Beijing, plus another selected event from Dubai, Doha, or Wuhan. The remaining 7 results give players more flexibility because strong performances at WTA 1000, WTA 500, WTA 250, or lower-level events can replace weaker scores. Every ranking point remains active for 1 year. When an old result expires, a new performance can replace it. That creates constant movement, and right now, the timing strongly favors Alex. Several of her lower-value results can still be upgraded, so she does not need a miracle every week. A few solid runs could make a major difference. Her fearless, aggressive tennis has already transformed her season, and the upcoming hardcourt swing could determine whether this rise becomes something even bigger. The next phase is expected to begin in Washington before moving to Toronto, Cincinnati, and the U.S. Open. Washington may not offer the same rewards as a Grand Slam or WTA 1000 event, but it remains valuable. Alex would probably need at least 2 wins to create a noticeable immediate increase. Even one victory, however, could replace an older result and remain on her ranking for the next 52 weeks. That kind of gain may not produce a dramatic jump overnight, but it strengthens the foundation she carries into 2027. Toronto and Cincinnati could be where everything changes. Because of her improved ranking, Alex is expected to enter both WTA 1000 events as a seeded player and receive a first-round bye. That gives her a better route through the draw and reduces the risk of meeting one of the biggest names immediately. From there, every victory becomes increasingly valuable. Even a conservative performance across those 2 tournaments could add meaningful points. If she wins only a few matches, she could arrive in New York with roughly 1,750 points and even greater confidence. The U.S. Open brings more pressure because Alex has points from last year to defend. Winning her opening match would be important for protecting her position, but New York also offers enormous upside. 2 victories could create an estimated net gain of around 60 points. Reaching the 4th round again, as she did at Wimbledon, could add approximately 150 points and push her total beyond 1,900. That would place her firmly in the top 25 conversation and confirm that her Wimbledon breakthrough was not an isolated moment. There is one complication. Alex earned 125 points by winning the WTA 125 title in Guadalajara last September, and those points are expected to expire after the U.S. Open. At first, that sounds dangerous, but the larger picture remains encouraging. She is still projected to stay comfortably inside the top 32, and that status is incredibly important. Being seeded at major tournaments improves her draw, helps her avoid the highest-ranked players in the opening rounds, and gives her a better chance to build momentum before facing elite opposition. After New York, attention turns to the Asian swing. Her likely schedule could include Singapore, Beijing, Wuhan, and Hong Kong. Guadalajara is also possible before Singapore, especially if her U.S. Open campaign ends earlier than hoped, while Ningbo may remain another option depending on her fitness, recovery, and workload. Last season, Alex played until the end of October, but the heavy schedule appeared to take a toll, and she won only 1 match across her final 4 tournaments. This year, her higher ranking gives her the freedom to be more strategic. Rather than chasing every possible event, the smarter plan may be to focus on 4 key tournaments and add a 5th only if she needs another opportunity after an early loss. Here is where the projection becomes especially exciting. Results from Sao Paulo, Guangzhou, and Hong Kong are not currently among her top 18 counting scores, so their expiration should cause little or no damage. That means strong new performances during the Asian swing can increase her total instead of merely replacing valuable points. If Alex collects a few wins across Singapore, Beijing, Wuhan, and Hong Kong, reaching 2,000 points by the end of October becomes a realistic target. A cautious end-of-season projection places her somewhere around 2,000 to 2,200 points without requiring a title or a once-in-a-lifetime run. Reaching 2,000 points would be much more than a nice statistic. It could put Alex on the doorstep of the top 20, and the ranking race around her may create even more openings. Several players ahead of her must defend significant results during the final months of the year. Leylah Fernandez and Marie Bouzkova, Clara Tauson, and Emma Navarro could all face pressure if they fail to reproduce last season's performances. One early defeat can erase a large block of points and cause a sudden fall in the standings. Alex is in a completely different position. She has fewer points to protect, so she can concentrate on building rather than defending. That is one of the greatest advantages a rapidly improving player can have. Madison Keys, Elise Mertens, and Anastasia Potapova may remain more stable because of their own ranking situations, but others could become vulnerable. Anna Kalinskaya, currently around world number 22 in this projection, also has fitness concerns following an injury at Wimbledon. If her schedule becomes limited, another opening may appear. Ekaterina Alexandrova is another important name because she faces a heavy point defense period. If Alexandrova loses ground while Eala continues winning, the gap could close quickly. In the most optimistic scenario, with one exceptional tournament and several higher-ranked players dropping points, Alex could climb as high as world number 19 before the season ends. That would be extraordinary, but it is no longer impossible. One deep run at a WTA 1000 event, a major final, or a title could change the rankings in a matter of days. What happened next could leave the entire tennis world stunned, because Alex would no longer be viewed simply as a promising young player. She would be standing among the established names of the women's game. Even if Alex does not reach the top 20, finishing near world number 24 would still be a historic success. It would likely secure her a seeded position at the Australian Open, reducing the chance of drawing a superstar in the first round and giving her a stronger platform to begin 2027. That is why every match in the coming months carries meaning beyond the result on that day. Washington can build stability. Toronto and Cincinnati can create momentum. The U.S. Open can protect and expand her position. The Asian swing can turn a breakthrough year into a truly unforgettable one. Whatever the final number becomes, Alex Eala has already proven that she belongs among the world's best. She has improved across different surfaces, delivered career-best results, and given Philippine tennis a season to remember. Now she returns to hard courts for the first time since Miami, with Washington expected to begin the stretch that could define her future. The question is no longer whether Alex can compete at this level. The question is how far she can climb before the opportunity closes. Can she break into the world's top 20, or will a top 25 finish and an Australian Open seeding be the more realistic outcome? Share your prediction in the comments, like the video, and subscribe for more Alex Eala and Filipino tennis updates.